knew that was the word? I call them stockery.
That's what I said. He had to get both of us. We're so cute.
Don't sleep on the hosiery.
Cohort
2. The Democracy Transformation Project is a healing project as a whole because we have generations of pain that has been inflicted on us. Taking this group of leaders and truly challenging us and healing us is what the project is about.
There's not very many places that you're not worried that somebody's gonna come after you for something you said, but no, this is a learning space, a sharing space. We can challenge each other. The Democracy Transformation Project is fearless. One of the conversations we had as part of that healing project, I shared about my son. When my son was in high school, they were always targeting him, trying to find a way to kick him out. One of his teachers told the whole class, anyone who got A's, you all are well on your way, but if you got D's or F's, you can be just like your parents, on welfare, on food stamps. And my son stood up and said, you can't talk to us like that. But the teacher didn't get in trouble. He got suspended. And we were talking about the attack on our young Black and brown boys.
The very next day, the vice principal calls me and informs me my son has been suspended from school for arguing in class. What it turned out to be was my son pretty much had an opinion, but he was still kicked out of school. As soon as I got that call, I was like, okay, that's weird because Adrian just told me this yesterday. Like, we just had the conversation about how they attacked her son, and now they're trying to do the same thing to my son.
I think these connections are so important because that's how we build the communities we want to live in, by making sure we don't ever feel like we're the only ones. I'm always crying. I do think it was amazing how quickly we connected. So when I heard the 52 ciphers and what she was trying to create out of it, I was like, yes.
52 Ciphers is a pilot project that came out of the 60th anniversary of Bloody Sunday and the Bridge Crossing Jubilee. It was an idea of how we could take everyday artists who are rapping about whatever it is they're rapping about, insert some political education, some healing work, and empower them to be the next wave of civic engagement leaders. Adrian was like, what if we brought you guys to us? We have artists here in New Mexico that need this training. And so the New Mexico 52 Ciphers was kind of like the end of our first round of the pilot.
Multi-age generations of artists in New Mexico, they got to get this amazing training. I'm just happy to think that we could even partially support Toni Blackman in her brilliance, right? She was amazing.
I am Toni Blackman. I am the first official U.S. Hip Hop Ambassador. That means that I worked with the Department of State's Bureau of Education and Cultural Affairs. I've also done work at the UN. The cipher is a circle. It represents 360 degrees. It's about completion of thought, giving and exchanging energy, information, and ideas. We've been ciphering for centuries. We eat in circles, we pray in circles, we dance in circles, we drum in circles. And so that's what the cipher is. It's a circle. So we're gonna do a cipher workshop. So I just ask that everybody be willing, be open, be okay making a mistake. Everything we do is freestyle. It's about the exercise of improvisation and what improvisation does for the spirit and the soul. Every culture around the world has their version of vibing, of just vibing. So we're gonna vibe. Got it? In life, what do? We heal, we transform, we recover so that we can then remember our power and make an impact on community. That's the power of freestyle and improvisation when it is guided. In the cipher, we have to get out of our heads. We have to come from our heart. We have to be willing to flow. As soon as you feel someone dropping off, you enter. You feel it because it's about the collective. The significance of the vision for 52 Ciphers is that it builds on a tradition rooted in hip-hop education, activism, spirituality, and it brings those things together in terms of, in this time, politicizing the hip-hop community, and most importantly, the mouthpiece of the hip-hop community, which are the MCs.
Trying to keep it dangerous, actions speak louder than words, body language. Early bird gets the worm, please say that again. Early bird gets the worm, I'm up at 6 a.m.
No, sunset is gonna make it back. 360, just like the cipher. And sunset is one time for the lifers. My name is L.A. Earhart. I'm coming by way of New Orleans. I'm coming back to New Mexico. It's been an amazing experience so far. I'm talking about as soon as I got off the plane, we come here and I got introduced to a community of people that was so beautiful, you know? Well, Miss Tony, she's been amazing as a mentor. You know, the very first day I met her, she let me know the gift that I had, but also gave me honesty, you know, speak with conviction, believe in yourself, you got it, you know, things of that nature. So she really poured into me. And that's what 52 Ciphers is all about, is pouring into the community, pouring into love.
I've been involved with the founding of the hip-hop community here in Albuquerque for well over 30 years now. We work with both the city and the county to do a lot of stuff for the community. This gives you a sense of knowledge and self-empowerment. It helps you become more aware of who you are and who your community is. So that in itself is educating you and able to bring you to a whole new level.
I am born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here I'm performing for the International Fest. I love freestyle and I love the cipher. That's actually how I started as far as for family and stuff, so I'm excited to be here. And in the back here is Cinnamon.
Give me an animal. A horse. A horse. So there's a horse. There's a horse. What's the horse's name? Cinnamon. Cinnamon. Where is Cinnamon from?
New Mexico!
Oh, New Mexico. From New Mexico.
Every now and then we call upon Cinnamon, and when we gotta get a dividend, we send Cinnamon in, and then we pass to a friend like, do you handle all these Skittles, my friend?
Cinnamon also had a papa named Spice. Every time I see Cinnamon, she was playing dice. Had this bag and go ahead.
Name was Cinnamon, took it down the course, yeah you know, yeah I take it in, dividend, oh, I got that thing twice, yeah I rode that horse all the way, yeah, got my pumpkin spice. Cinnamon!
Cinnamon ain't over, you can still ride it in the sunset. No matter where you been, around the world riding, just go to the water and drink it. You'll be alright if you just believe. And don't you take a teaspoon, cinnamon, you get the name, that's just what we glee soon. Speaking from the soul, and I'm really gonna try to televise. When Cinnamon came back, she glowed, and y'all couldn't recognize Cinnamon!
I'm excited because you can tell I get lit up in this process. And because I get lit up, the artists get lit up. And before you know it, it goes from performance and creativity to almost becoming ritual. And the ritual is the collective practice of self-expression, creative expression, and connectivity through art. And at one point, you saw all the hearts become more connected. You saw the artists that seemed really insecure at the beginning become more confident.
The event turned out even better than I thought it was going to be. It was like, ended up on a very deep level tonight. Things got super real.
What excites me is that ripple effect. These folks, part of this cipher tonight, go back into community with that positive energy and spread it, and that's the way we keep a good movement for our democracy and our community and our whole country.
Alright, you guys, I'd like to make just a couple quick announcements and say a couple things. First of all, can we please give a hand to our Commissioner Barbola right here? She works tirelessly, she works like endlessly for her community and for her people, so we thank you so much, Adrian. Beyond that, we have the International Fest tomorrow at Phil Chacon Park.
All right, City of Albuquerque. This is the International District, and it's called the International District for a reason, right? This community is comprised of people from all over the world, from all different cultures, races, religions, tribes, and we're proud of that. We're gonna have a little something different for you guys too, by request of Adrian Barboa, the county commissioner, and Nicole, who put this event together. Because we had a pre-cipher last night for this event, they wanted you guys to see what a cipher was like. So, all right, let's get you over here. You're gonna pick our next topic. Tell them what are they gonna rap about.
The topic is healing.
Coming through. All right, folks, healing. You ready? Round two. Let's go.
Ay. They said healing was a journey. Who knew healing would hurt me? But I'm still growing because I know that I'm worthy. Going through the pain and I call that shit learning. Material made from mistakes and I'm burning. If you're feeling healing, then feel it. So it's green chili. That could really help me. Put it in the back, put it on the enchilada. Call the doctor, healing, he got nada. What I need is some good food that's proper. So I can go back to mama and eat some papa.
Be authentic, understand your divine. That's what you do to clear your mind, free your mind. Sometimes you gotta meditate. Sometimes you gotta watch, see what you ate, what you eat, so you can heal, so you can be whatever is holding you down. Heal and listen to the sound of your voice. It is top choice. Heal, heal, heal.
Heal, 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 heal.
If you wanna heal, better take a pill. Called happiness pill. If you wanna heal, better take a pill. That's when you wanna get real. If you wanna heal, put your hands up and you rock it with the feel. Yeah. If you wanna heal, let me keep it real. You gotta get the ride.
It's from the top shelf. I don't know about anybody else, but I like to hear with some ganja. I like to hear about talking to my mama. I like to hear about talking to my grandmother. You know, crazy mother lover. I'm just healing, rapping these raps how I just feel it. You know, I mean it's coming out the mind. Healing is also divine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Give them a hand, folks. Give them a hand. That stuff ain't easy. You gotta have skill. All right, Draymond, you up, baby?
Albuquerque, what's up? I've been around the world, but there's no place like home. Getting the pots and the running and secrets, creating the business, and I'm about to meet you. None of these haters that ever will see you. When you pull up, then that's what I'll see. I don't do trends, I'm doing me. Now I don't need to. Albuquerque in the house, you know what it is.
Give it up for the International District.
There is a community of people that have been doing this work with ciphers and hip hop for decades. And I think the timeliness of Dr. Dia's choice to do it this year is divine.
What we got out of the project, what we learned is that there's a desire for artists to have this training. There's a desire for them to get out in front of people. They just kind of needed the platform and experience. When we put our heads together, it gave me the vision of how we make this sustainable.
They connected as local artists, and now they see me as a resource to them, and I see them as a resource, and we can together really do that work in Albuquerque to engage our community. We were able to grow exponentially because we've had a combining of resources and we valued our communities. It's been, 2 months? I'm still getting calls about when's our next thing, what are we gonna do? And for me, that's the community building that is priceless for an elected trying to build within our community.
We're creating things that help us thrive. It's empowering us. I really appreciate this collective and the elders. It's been awesome.